One second. I'm just gonna quickly do this. Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Tina Sharma. I have my bed behind me. It's whatever. Um, but I'm gonna be doing my intro to theater log entry. This is my second one that I'll be doing. So I'm going to first be talking about some things that I'm interested in. After that, I'll be talking about some things that striked me, as well as some things that I may agree with or may not agree with. And then finally, some questions at the end. So, some things that I found that were interesting. So, first of all, I thought it was really interesting to talk about rhetorical theater, or I think it was called rhetoric. Yeah, that. And we talked about that, and we talked about how it uses and focuses dialogue more, so like it basically focuses on diction and the concept of persuasion, especially through like poetry. And I really liked how we talked about it because I was able I was able to make a connection between Shakespeare and like and rhetorical theater. Sorry, with rhetoric. It was really cool because like it makes sense why Shakespeare is like an icon like today and back then, because like back then like they thought God was a poet, and Shakespeare is a poet, and it makes sense to see him as like almost in a god figure. And I thought it was really interesting to use that concept and apply it to Shakespeare. Makes sense. So I also really liked when learning about mega musicals. I thought it was really interesting because I never, like, personally for me, I don't watch musicals. I don't really read about musicals. I've never watched any of it. But I really liked how I was able to like understand and learn like elements of it, because I was actually able to like grasp some ideas and maybe be like, oh, okay, maybe I should actually watch it and like actually, get into it and see if I actually like it. So some parts that striked me, um like it helped me realize, like, throughout this course, like up to this point, it helped me realize that we as the audience and we as humans, we have the control of what's going on. Like we literally have the control, and we react to what is going on, just like how actors on stage, they react to the audience and what they're giving them, and they go according to that, just like how we as humans, we react to what's going on around us. And I thought it was really cool how we were able to like, just talk about that and just put those ideas together. And I really enjoy how theater kind of forces us to get out of our comfort zone. So like for example, with holy theater and with horror movies, like we mentioned before, they kind of like put us in like like it kind of gets us uncomfortable, but that uncomfort is because we are stepping outside of our comfort zone. And I like how that was like that was a topic that we were talking about. I thought it was a really cool thing. And this kind of mentions like this kind of goes into my next point of what I agree with, is that if the play is not challenging us, if it's not challenging our beliefs and what we already think, then it's not a good play. Because a play, like for me at least, I believe that theater is supposed to be a transformative experience. Like when you watch a play, you're like, you should be like changed, like you should be changed, or at least given a different like a different perspective. And that perspective is supposed to like at least question your own beliefs and be like, wait, maybe that thing that I was talking about or thinking about isn't actually the right thing, or maybe is not the only perspective available. And I thought it was really cool. So some things that I do disagree with. So some things that I disagree with is, first of all, the director's concept. Like I do understand the point of the director's concept. It's just that, like, for example, the Tempest, the Dalmar Tempest play, that one, it felt kind of like confusing and distracting at times. It's because like for me, like we're supposed to watch it for the first time, therefore meaning that we should be watching this version of the play the first time. And it was kind of confusing to like keep up with it in some sort of way, because the spectacle element and the director's concept kind of made it difficult to like keep up with the original plot of the play, because like some elements like the dancing, or like the trash clothing, or like the prison was kind of confusing for me to keep up with what was actually going on in the real play. But again, like that kind of made me focus on the diction and like the language that was going on, which kind of goes back to like rhetorical theater, or like that aspect of it. And I thought it was interesting, but again, it was kind of difficult to keep up with, so that's why I don't really agree with it that much. But hey, that's just my opinion. And then the last thing is some questions that I have. So, we talked about how in class, like some people want a fantasy and some people want reality, and they want an escape, like through horror movies or through like uncomfortable experiences, like watching a horror movie or just like watching an uncomfortable play. And some people like more of like the reality theater, how it kind of keeps us grounded. But the real question is reality just either really boring where we have to use escape, or is reality just really scary where we just have to ground ourselves through reality, or like reality theater? And how do we dictate that? And I'm kind of confused, but I'm hoping to learn that throughout this course, and like how that kind of applies to it. But I think I might use that as like a discussion question, because I thought it was really interesting. I was like, I don't really know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my log entry. I think that's it. My battery is going to die very soon. But yeah, that is it. Alrighty, bye.